I've spent many days talking to Marion Barry about his political history and his political activism, and learned a lot from him in terms of connecting with people.
Don, a new day.
How are you? Florida, how you doing?
He very much supported the underdog, you know, the person who was on the downside, if you will, of life, and he was always doing something that would try to uplift people. It's amazing the number of people in this city who say, I got my first job because of Marion Barry. So many people remember him because of that, and it's well-founded, it's well-deserved that he's remembered in that way.
And defend the laws of the District of Columbia.
And defend the laws of the District of Columbia.
The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
And the public interest.
And the public interest.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Marion Barry really is known, not as the first mayor, but he's known as the one who really stepped out and worked hard to be able to get as much autonomy for the District of Columbia as could be achieved.
To those in the Congress, we urge you to help us and not hurt us, to give to us and not take from us. To those in the Congress, we say it's not the time to take Eleanor Holmes Norton's vote away from her.
And not everybody respected that. There still were people who saw the District of Columbia as a colony, a place that was under the thumb of the Congress, and he was not that kind of person. He was going to do everything he could to create autonomy for the people who live in the city. He brought his activism into political life, and I think he was one of those civil rights leaders who recognized that in order to make real change, he had to become a part of a system that he had been fighting against. And he converted himself from being, outside, working to effectuate change, to being somebody who was inside, having the authority and the opportunity to make change. It's important to remember Marion for who he really was. So many people want to define him for the foibles that he had as a human being. That's not really Marion. That wasn't him. What he did was to try to uplift people, to get them to a different place. And there's so many people even today who are at a better and different place because of the fact that he was a leader and that he lived.